Hello everybody and welcome back to Maisie's Garden. I have a message for you. Okay, we are doing the Zodiac series and this is a what do you need to know in this time, kind of just like what kind of messages are really coming out, but it's like what do you need to know? All right, I'm using the Celestial Fortune deck and I'm also using this Moon Dreaming deck and we're getting messages and just seeing what comes out, all right? This is going to be for Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or North Node sign, this message may resonate for you. If it doesn't resonate, go check the other signs of your chart. If that doesn't resonate, and if those don't resonate, the messages may not be for you this time, and that's okay. You may have Capricorn somewhere else in your chart, and you may feel like this message resonates for you, and that's okay too. But what I don't want you to do is force something to fit that doesn't fit, okay? We're not doing that here. We don't do that. Don't do it. What's meant for you will be for you, and what's not is not, okay? All right. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you're not doing well, I hope that you make the first step to becoming well again just by admitting that you're not well. Talk to somebody. Reach out. Just say, hey, I'm not doing well. All right? And if you don't feel like you have anybody to reach out to, you can always reach out to me, okay? All right. Let's see. Spirit, what do we have for Capricorn? What kind of message? Hold on, I'm gonna cross. I've been crossing my legs a lot and like sitting on my left ankle a lot just because of the way that I sit at work, and it's just like a natural thing that I do. And my poor ankle screams sometimes like, please get off me. Okay. Anyway, Capricorns. Kind of message, Spirit, do we have for Capricorns? All right. Tell me, what do they need to know? What kind of message do you have for them? Okay. Okie dokie. Somebody could have Cancer in their chart somewhere, could have a Cancer moon, could have a Capricorn moon, could have a Leo moon, or Leo in your chart somewhere. Could have a Cancer 5th house, a Leo 5th house. Oh. Someone definitely has Cancer in their chart. All right. Wow. All right, we got a lot going on here. Capricorn, what's going on here? All right, just going to fly these off real quick just to get that part out of the way. So like I said, you could have a Cancer somewhere in your chart. You could have Leo somewhere in your chart. You could have Aries and Taurus and Libra, okay? You could also have Scorpio somewhere as well. You could have a Cancer moon. You could have a Leo moon. You could have an Aries moon. You could have a Taurus Libra moon or a Scorpio moon, okay? You could have a Cancer 5th house, a Leo 5th house, a Scorpio 5th house, an Aries 5th house, an Taurus and Libra 5th house. You could have a Capricorn 1st house, okay? You could be a Capricorn rising with a Capricorn 1st house. Or you don't have to have a Capricorn rising and Capricorn 1st house. You could be a Sag rising with a Capricorn 1st house too if you have a late degree rising. Anyway, you could have a Cancer 1st house, which means you could be a Cancer rising. You could have a Leo 1st house. You could have a Taurus or a Libra 1st house, which means you could have any of those in your rising sign just because of how close all that is. And if you know astrology, then you know. And you could have did I say Scorpio 1st house? You could have you could have Mars in your 1st house, Mars in your 5th house. You could have Mars in your 8th house, Mars in your 4th house. You could have a Cancer 4th house, a Leo 4th house, an Aries 4th house, and a Scorpio 4th house, or a Taurus Libra 4th house. You could have Sun in the 5th, 8th, 1st, or 4th house. You could have Venus in your 5th, 8th, 1st, 4th house. I really should be saying 1st, 4th, 5th, and 8th, but whatever. You could have a Cancer Venus. You could have a Leo Venus. You could have a Scorpio Venus. You could have a Aries Venus. Taurus and Libra Venus. Okay? And last but not least, you could have a Cancer Pluto, which probably not. Just because Pluto's transits are really, really long, okay? But anyway, I'm just going to throw these out there, though you more than likely don't have the majority of these. You could have a Cancer Pluto, not really. Leo Pluto, probably not really. You could have an Aries Pluto, not likely. A Taurus Pluto, not likely. Libra Pluto, maybe. But you'd be really old. Like super old. Like, I just don't think so. Could have a Scorpio Pluto. Let me just see something. Hold on. I want to see what the actual transits for Pluto. Yeah, they're every 12 to 20 years. Okay. Like, Pluto just moved into Aquarius just recently. And the last time it was in Aquarius was like 250 years ago or some shit like that. So I'll throw those out there, but it just isn't very likely. Maybe the Scorpio Pluto, maybe a Libra Pluto. All the other ones, probably not likely. All right, anyway. Okay. Getting the astrology aside. You could have a really strong intuition, Capricorn, and there's some type of rooting in your security with your home and family life, like your foundations, your privacy, your security is tied to those. Your moods are tied to those. You may be really affected by the way that your house looks, the way that your family operates. You know, there's it's united. There's a blending there. Okay. You, Capricorn, you have a lot going for you right now. Your intuition is extremely strong during this time. And I mean, especially for the next 4 to 5 weeks, definitely in the next 2 to 3 days, you're going to be getting some type of intuitive hits that are going to, help you, move forward with your approach to life, with what you're attracting, your relationships, you know, how you may express your love, beauty, art, your creativity, may change, or there's some type of intensification that may happen that helps kind of blend things in a harmonious way. You may have a very, you may have like a very strong sense of self. You may be very private, or Spirit's asking you to be very private, especially if there's any kind of transformations happening behind the scenes. They want you to keep it behind the scenes. There's an air of things changing, a rebirth, a kind of like a death rebirth cycle happening. And especially since we're going into towards your season, we do have Scorpio on here, we have Libra out here, so this next fall season into winter, there's going to be, like it says, like the next 4 to 5 weeks, there's going to be some type of amplification of change and transformation at like your foundational level, who you are, your identity, how it's tied to your, because the first and fourth house being here, this is who you are, your personality, your identity, everything that makes you you, okay? It's yourself, all right? Your ego, all of that. And then the fourth house is your home. It's your foundations. It's your, you know, your security. It's your family, your ancestry. So there's definitely something deep within your core that's going to be changing. There's going to be some type of, and again, they want you to keep things private. However you're transforming, the things that you're going through, how you're, you know, healing or securing yourself, or how all of this is kind of meshing together. They want you to keep it private. You don't have to like not tell nobody, but only the people that you trust. Not everybody needs to know your business. There's definitely something about loyalty that's going to come up in the next couple of weeks that may shift how you approach things, may shift who's in your inner circle. And I think that's meant to happen. Your relationships are meant to shift at this time, whether it's family, friends. This does feel a lot about family, though, because the fourth house is here. But it doesn't necessarily need to be, but it's definitely, there's definitely an air of self-protection that's okay. You have a lot of power behind you that you may not realize that you have. Okay? Oh, also, you could have a Cancer Mars, a Leo Mars, Taurus Libra Mars, an Aries Mars, or a Scorpio Mars. Throwing that out there because the first house, and I didn't say anything about Mars. I just realized that. And you have a lot of like, I just heard hidden potential, because there's some type of strength, power here that you're not tapping into. Your abundance may change. The things that you attract may change here in the next couple of weeks as well. If something comes into your life, there may be some type of assets, shared assets, inheritance, some form of abundance in a monetary, or it changes your finances in some way. They want you to keep it quiet. Not everybody needs to know. Not everybody needs to know. They said no. Not everybody needs to know what's going on. Okay? There's definitely some type of beginnings that are happening, especially because of this death, rebirth, transformation, 8th house being at the bottom of the deck. And then the first house, which is beginnings. It's the firsts. It's also first impressions and stuff like that. You may come off as someone, like your first, you may come off as somebody who, is very like home-based, very family-oriented. That's people's first impressions. You may be very nurturing, loving, instinctual. There's something very instinctual about you. You could have a lot of creativity, you know, very charismatic. You have some type of leadership or leader type of energy about you, or very well could. Excuse me. You may want to tap into that. This may intensify as well. There's something that's changing, and it's making it so that like people can feel your power, or like your energy or aura is very strong. You may be very graceful as well. This seems like a very well-rounded Capricorn, or somebody that knows themselves well, has a good handle on their habits, their subconscious. All right, tell me more. Tell me more for Capricorn, please. Tell me more for Capricorn, please. Oh, that came out this time and wasn't hidden. If you watch the Taurus and Virgo things, you would understand what I mean. Again, there is autumn moon. Your planted seeds are ready to harvest. There may be something maybe, and you needed to keep it quiet. If you've been trying to buy a home, you may be able to. Things may start moving in your favor in the next 4 or 5 weeks, where you'll be able to buy a home, or something about landing a secure home, securing your home in some type of way. There's some form of abundance. Something is about to come into your life, either it be financially, either it be just like with your intuition, your power, the way that you're attracting things, you know, just an abundance of love or beauty or art or creativity, whatever it is. They want you to protect it, and I'll only allow the people who are loyal, who've been generous to you, experience your gracious generosity back. Okay? You may have to release a few things in order for this to come through, but that it feels very minimal. Let go of what is slowly slipping away. I'm telling you, like I said, you may have to release some things, but it doesn't feel like, it feels like you already know that you may have to do this because your intuition is so strong, or when you realize that you have to do this, you already understand why. There will be no questioning it, and that's why it's kind of easy. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of resistance because you'll understand why. Again, maybe somebody's loyalty comes up. Just because they're family doesn't mean they are loyal to you. Okay? Crow moon. Whatever's hidden's coming to light. Yeah. There may be something to do with family that comes up. There may be some like hidden inheritance or something, is what I'm getting. There may be something that's where you feel like the loyalty has changed. May have to make some sacrifices in order to gain this abundance. Stargazing. Realize nothing is missing from your life. They want you to be very aware and present of what you have in your life right now, and know that you're not lacking anything. There may have been a previous lack mindset. Know that you're not lacking anything. So you may have aspirations and goals, and you may be longing for certain things, but this comes to being very present and being and having gratitude for what you do have, and notice that you're really not lacking now. So that means you won't be lacking in the future. It shifts the frequency and the way that your brain thinks. It shifts your mindset, which then starts helping you attract more abundance, more things, because you know you're never going to lack anyway. So you know things will always be there when you need them. It's having that faith. Okay, Capricorn. I think that, okay. Yeah, at bottom of the deck, don't let fear rob you. So don't let fear take away from whatever this is. Whatever this is may change the way that your security in your life, okay? Or your approach to life. It may begin something new, okay? It may begin a new wave of things, whether it's, creativity, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever this abundance is, don't be scared of it, okay? Don't let fear make you not take what's rightfully yours, including your own power. Don't be scared of your own power either, Capricorn. You're one heck of a powerful person based off of this spread. So lean into it. Be proud that you have power. You don't have to be arrogant and egotistical, but you can be proud. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you guys. I love you so very much. Let me know if this resonates. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, hit all the things. Comment below if you resonated. Comment if you didn't resonate. But always be kind. All right. I love you guys so very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.